My name is Jason with Global Finishing Solutions, and today we're going to show you how to use the REVO Rapid unit. The first thing we're going to cover is the cassette. On the cassette, there's going to be 4 shortwave infrared bulbs. In the center, we have a pyrometer, which is going to measure temperature. We have a laser, which helps in the aiming process when setting up the unit. And then we have a sonar system, which is going to tell you the correct distance away from the panel that we need to be. On the back of the cassette, it's going to be very similar to the spot unit. There's filters, which are going to keep dust out of the cooling fans, and the cooling fans are located right in the center where each of the filters are. Those are going to keep the head of the unit nice and cool to the touch and prevent any overheating. To aim the cassettes or use them on 2 separate substrates, we're going to use the front adjustment knobs. The first knobs are located on top of the swing arm. If we lift those knobs, we can now adjust each cassette side to side. To make sure our cassettes are parallel, simply turn the knob till it clicks and move until it locks in place. If we need to adjust the swing of our cassette, we pull out this inner knob, and now our cassette can rotate forward or backward. The other knob we have is located underneath. If you're trying to cure a large area, you can adjust this knob to turn one way or the other. The cassettes themselves also swivel on the swing arm. There's no knob, all you need to do is grab one of the handles and you can adjust it one way or the other. So for example, if we were doing a roof panel or a hood, we would move both side adjustment knobs and lay our cassettes flat, and then use the swing arm to position above the roof of the vehicle. To power up the unit, simply turn the red power switch clockwise to the on position. You'll see an indicator light come on, indicating that we have power to the computer. In a few moments, the screen will change and it will load the program. Once the unit has booted up, this will be the first screen that you will see. It's a basic warning screen indicating that it gets hot, there's lasers, and to read your owner's manual, which should come with the unit and it is also available for download online. To continue, you will push the next button. The first time using the unit, we want to run through a simple check. You're going to start by hitting the setup button, and then you're going to go to the password icon. The testing password we use for these machines is 1111. Then you push the enter button, and it'll run through a series of tests. The first screen will say lamp 1, and then the lamp on the MC2 unit should turn on. We push the up arrow to go to the second lamp, and then the opposite lamp should turn on and the first lamp should turn off. We then go to Ventola 1. You should hear the fans running on the cassette. Then we'll switch to the second set of fans, and we should be able to hear those turn on as well. The last thing will be the laser and the sonar. When you switch to the laser screen, you want to make sure that the cassette of the unit is aimed at a wall or a panel or something where you can see the laser. Next is the sonar screen, where you'll hear an audible beep noise, and the sonar sensor on the cassette unit will light up to indicate that it's working. If everything's working, the test will say OK, and now we are ready to use the unit. The REVO Rapid unit is incredibly easy to use. The touchscreen will help you decide which program to run. At the top of the screen, we'll list the program. For example, this one is set to body filler. If we use primer surfacer and now want to cure it, we'll simply arrow up to the primer surfacer program, and then we hit the forward arrow to lamp selection. We can choose to run one or both lamps during the program. Simply touch the icon of one or both lamps that you would like to use. Then you'll hit the drying icon to move on to the next screen. On this screen, it'll tell you to place the unit the proper distance away from the panel that you're curing. The lasers will also turn on the cassettes. Simply point the lasers at the product you would like to cure, and then move the unit in or out until this says OK. If the shop is loud and you can't hear the beep, if you look at the sonar itself, the color will also change to yellow. Once it says OK, we can hit the start button and the curing process will start. The timer is located at the top. It'll say how long it's going to be on that program, and then the temperature that it's looking for on each head, in this case 140 degrees. And then on the left side is the temperature it's currently reading, in this case 71. Once the REVO unit has finished the curing program, it will shut itself off and it'll be ready for its next use. At any time, if you need to stop the program, simply hit the stop button and it'll reload. When shutting down the REVO Rapid unit, it's important to follow the proper sequence in order to not damage the computer and have a quicker reboot time. The proper way to shut down the unit is to press the power button on the touch screen. After a few seconds, a login screen will come up and then the screen should go completely black. Once the screen is completely black, we can then turn the red switch to the off position. The indicator light will also fade and shut off. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to one of our technical advisors or your local distributor.